What's up everybody, Kier Gomes here, and welcome back! It should be looking extra purple in here today, and I'm sure you know exactly why if you watch the intro trailer. I'm super stoked about this, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the new Mono-heXa Playing Cards by my good friend Luke Wadey. If you guys don't know Luke Wadey, he is the amazing designer behind the Grid Series playing cards, the Mono-X, the Mono-xero playing cards, the Aero deck, the COVID-19 charity deck, and of course, he helped my good friend Nick Nisco design the recent release of the Carbon Graphite Edition, which was just funded on Kickstarter. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to get through. Anyway, Luke is a very talented designer, and he is especially known for doing very futuristic type cardistry designs. This deck is definitely no exception, and I am super excited to talk about it with you guys today. Before we get started, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
Okay, so by the time you guys are watching this video, it is launch day for this deck on Kickstarter, so I will leave all the links down below that you're gonna need after you watch this video. This deck here is just a prototype, so in today's review, we are not gonna be talking much about the handling. However, I will give you guys some details on what you can expect once the cards are printed. Let's get into it. So the first thing I wanna call out is the tuck box is done in the highly anticipated purple. Now, the reason why this is highly anticipated was when Luke did his live stream on Decking Around, part of the interview was asking about decks that he's working on, and he said that he was really interested in doing a purple deck. If you watched that live stream, then you already know the comments went nuts and everybody wanted to see one, so here we go. The tuck box is done in this beautiful royal purple color. Now, I will need to color grade this video to give you guys kind of an accurate idea of what it's gonna look like, but it's a nice, deep, rich purple. On the front, it has a bunch of monochromatic lines that kind of make up this half of a hexagon shape, and it says Mono-heXa sideways on the front of the tuck box. I really like that. I even told Luke I think it would be cool if the tuck box was sideways and this was the flap. I think that would look super ridiculously cool. So Luke, if you're watching this, man, just, think about it. That's all I'm saying, just think about it. Both sides of the tuck box say Mono-heXa and have the Luke Wadey logo represented on both sides. The back of the deck also says Mono-heXa completely sideways, and you can see the other half of that hexagon. Very minimalistic stuff on the bottom. It just says Luke Wadey and has his Instagram and logo, and the top of the deck says Mono-heXa. Inside the tongue flap, it is going to say shape your destiny as a quote. If you guys remember on the Aero deck, it was choose your path. This one is shape your destiny. I really love that. I think that's so clever. All right, so we've taken a look at the tuck case. Here is what the cards are going to look like. And guys, I have to tell you, every time Luke comes out with a new deck, I always tell him he's outdone himself, but in this case, he really might have. Okay, here is the back design. Now, I know you guys could see the back design in the trailer, but look how good that looks. It should look kind of similar to the Mono-xero and Mono-X decks because this is part of that series. You can see it has a bunch of monochromatic purple lines. So some are light purple, some are dark purple, some are like a deep eggplant purple, and it just makes up this kind of amazing storm of purple color. As well, you can see that hexagon in the middle, which looks really, really cool. I actually really dig that. It also kind of looks like the same shape that was used on the Graphite Edition Carbon deck, which was designed by Luke. And for that, I absolutely love it even more. Now, this deck obviously does not have a border. It is kind of like a full bleed. However, there is some white spacing around the edges to kind of create the illusion of a partial border. Your Ace of Spades is going to look like this. Again, very similar to things that we've seen from the Mono series in the past. It's going to be a series of lines that create an Ace of Spades shape done in purple. As well, the indices are completely custom, and you can see these lovely purple border breaks going around the edge of the card, which, as you know, is going to make for amazing fans. It also says Mono-heXa below the spade pip and has Luke Wadey's logo. You're gonna get two dope-ass jokers. I love the minimalism in these jokers. So you can see it says Joker in the corner and then has the hexagon shape, says Mono-heXa just below it. Really, really nice work. I like that a lot. I even kind of think that would be a cool like back design for a Cardistry deck, maybe, I don't know. As well, this deck came with a double backer, which you can use for a lot of different magic effects, so always appreciated. Now, this deck has been pretty beat up from filming the trailer, but as you can see, classic Luke Wadey, the face fans are just about as good or maybe even better than the back design fans, so I really, really love that. It's these little purple lines that kind of creep off the side of the deck that create that amazing connected ribbon through the fan, and I think that looks really cool. As well, you're going to get the usual from Luke Wadey, which is some awesome customization on the pips and indices themselves. Following that monochromatic theme, the spades and clubs are done in a deep eggplant purple, and the hearts and diamonds are done in more of like a periwinkle, or just really light purple. I would almost call it baby purple for the hearts and diamonds. Look how good. Ooh, this is like very similar to the purple that was used on the Orbit V7 Parallel Edition for the Hearts and Diamonds. So if you guys like the way that looked, which I really did, that's pretty much the same color here. Whenever Luke designs a deck, and specifically for the Mono series, you can expect amazing work on the courts. And I just love the way that it captures the essence of a standard court card, but one, it's done in monochromatic, so it's all purple. But also I just love the lines and the simplified version and kind of digital aesthetic, I guess, of these court cards. It looks really, really nice. Ooh, I can't wait to get the real ones, man. Ooh, I'm super excited. Ooh, man. So as I mentioned, we're not going to talk much about the way this deck handles, only because this is a prototype. However, I will do a few basic flourishes, if I can, and just a couple things with the deck so you can get a feel for what it's going to look like. Okay, so like I said, we're not going to talk a lot about how these cards handle because this is just a prototype, so it doesn't handle great. However, it does handle better than most prototypes thanks to MPC's new beta stock. This is what the deck is going to look like in a fan, only it will look way nicer because it is the USPCC. But just look how good that's just a handful of purple. I absolutely love that. This is definitely a deck that I would say for Cardistry is probably right up everyone's alley. It looks really, really cool in flourishes. It's a nice, nice purple color. Yes. I like it. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. And these cards, when they are actually printed for real, will be printed by the United States Playing Card Company on crushed premium stock. So what that means is they should feel very similar to Luke Wadey's previous release of the Arrow deck, and as well the Elemental playing cards, the Mono-X deck, Red Fox by ECAT. I mean, really, most decks these days are on premium crushed paper, and for good reason. It is one of the best. Now, according to Luke, this is also going to be a 2,500 deck print run, so what that means is that it's just enough to get the cards crushed and feeling good. So if you guys care about that sort of thing, then there you go. It's been a few videos since I've done that, so I thought why not try it on. Well guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode and my review of the new Mono-heXa Playing Cards by Luke Wadey. If you guys love these cards as much as I do, then they are available right now on Kickstarter. I will make sure that that link is down below. Go show it some love. Donate $1 if you can. Buy a brick of cards if you really can. I want to say a big shout out to Luke Wadey for sending me this prototype so that I can do the review. And as always, buddy, I wish you the best of luck with this campaign. As well, guys, a few updates. I do have some pretty good stuff coming up this month and next. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not only subscribed to this channel, but also make sure that you're following me on my Instagram account and the Slow Hands Instagram account for all kinds of cool updates and stuff we're working on. With all that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.